All right, I'm rebuilding the Astro vent assembly. So I'm adding new felts so the ball can move around smoothly. So I've already done the driver's side, so now I'm working on the passenger side. So I'll kind of go through the steps real quick. So here are the original felts for the ball, and then I bought a kit a while back. It's called this brand, this soft seal. I can't remember where I got it. It's pretty old. It's fairly universal, but I tried putting this what came with it. I got a couple of these, and it was too thick. So what I did was I cut them in half to get to equal about the same size as the originals. Because when you go and if you put this one in, it's too thick. When you go to sandwich these back together, it won't snap together. You have to push really hard, and the ball won't even turn. So for starters, again, so I cut these in half, and then what I'm using for an adhesive to for this, it's for badges. So I'm in Scouts, and this comes in a sheet of paper, but basically it's a double-sided sticky rubber. Basically, it's used for fabrics, for attaching or joining fabric together, and it comes in a big sheet. I've already cut it up. What I'm doing is I'm cutting little strips and then peeling off one side, putting it on here, and then peeling off the other side, and then putting it on here. But I'll go through the steps on it real quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my strips of here, adhere to this, and then we're going to adhere to our two pieces to get this thing back together. All right, so I got one sticky side on, so now it's basically a sticky strip. I didn't go the whole length because when I go put it on, I'll have to cut off some in order to get it fit, because these are slightly longer than the circumference. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel this other backside off, and we'll put it on here. And then when you put it on, you'll see that there's your edge here. I'd get it as close to this edge as possible as you wrap it around. And then same with the other bezel. You want to get it here as close as possible, because even the way I install it the way it is now, the ball it's not super hard to turn, but you need to have a good firm grip to get it to move, and over time it'll probably loosen up. And then we'll keep going. All right, there we go. So then I'll cut this excess off. Okay, there we go. I'll work on this one here. All right, here's the other piece. And then we'll get join the ball and these two pieces together. So when you join them together, I mean, it's pretty easy. So you've got the three clips, and you just line them up. Okay. Snap it together. I'll do that real quick. And then the ball. So this is the back side. Here's the front side here. Right. So front side goes like that. Okay, there you go. So if you're really fighting it to get this thing to squeeze together, so your felt is either too thick or it's in the wrong position. It should, when you put together nice and snug, and then the ball, should move. And still have a snug foot. That way when you're driving, it doesn't rattle around and fall down, which is what my original was doing. You move it and it wouldn't stay in place. So, and now we're going to add our flap and our lever. So again, this is the passenger side. And then here's our lever and the flap and the little rubber washer and our little push clasp washer, however you want to call it. So when you go put it in, you got to put this end in first, and then get your flap, get in there and line up the holes and push all the way through the other side. Okay, that. And then our little rubber washer goes on. And then a little washer, and then we'll snap that on. All right, and that is kind of it. So when you want to make sure you have the right side, so these flaps. All right, so if you have your parts in a box and you don't know which lever goes to which side, so when you're looking at it, so the driver's side has your lever on the left side, and your passenger side has the lever on the right side, and you want to position it so that when the lever opens, it closes. So that's in the closed position, and then you pull it to the open position, and there's this little stopper here that stops it. So if this lever here, if you had it on the wrong side, you'd be angling up and forward instead of down and forward. So this is the correct position. Same with the other one here. Okay, that's open. And closed. All right. And that's it just for the balls. And then I will install these. I don't know, probably next couple weeks I'll get these in and I'll show the installation of those. There's another piece that goes onto here, which hooks up to the vent, which is already installed in my cowl. So that's it. And then again, to recap what I used, you can probably use probably any fabric glue would probably work. I thought this would work best. Even like a double stick tape would work. The originals, there was some glue to it, but I couldn't find out exactly the kind. But they pretty much will stay in place. So you just need something on there just to keep it from twisting on you as you turn that ball. So that's it, man. Thanks.